Hey people, thank you for joining me. Wisdom calls out to us. We're studying wisdom. We're having a look at where it comes from, where it'll lead us, and what it's all about. And Solomon is directing our thinking through the book of Proverbs. We're talking about today the fact that wisdom calls out to us. I find it intriguing that wisdom is referred to as she. It takes on a human kind of form. And like a mom stands at the door and calls her children in for supper, so too wisdom stands at the doorway that we spoke about yesterday, opens the door and calls to you. I want to read to you just a few verses from this and see if you can pick it up. Chapter 9. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out its 7 pillars. Go back to the beginning of Proverbs. Remember the 7 pillars that we spoke about, the 7 words that are the themes through the book. She has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has set her table. She has sent out her maids, and she calls from the highest point of the city. Let all who are simple come in here, she says to those who lack judgment. Come eat my food and drink the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways and you will live. Walk in the way of understanding. I love the picture of a mom standing at the door when the meal is prepared, opening the door and shouting out to her kids who've been playing outside. They're hot, they're sweaty, they've been running around. And she cries out and says, hey guys, come in and eat. Unfortunately, this mother recognizes the frailty of her children and calls them simple. Now, it's not a derogatory term necessarily, but it's certainly a great description of some people today. And they're not talking about simple being a good kind of simple. They're talking about naive. They're talking about gullible. And isn't that a reference to many children today? We would look at our kids and we say, man, you're so gullible. Don't be so gullible. Come in and listen to the words of someone who's been where you are and is going to be in the future where you're going to go. And when we listen to the words of wisdom, sitting as it were around a meal, it's a wonderful thought. I love the thought that God calls out to us wisdom. Come to me. If you lack, I've got plenty to give to you. That's what we find in the scripture. Now, the intriguing thing is, it's a great thought, that wisdom calls. But unfortunately, the call of wisdom competes with many other calls. There's a call for immediate gratification. I want what I want, and I want it now. That's a call that comes to us. There's a call of ego satisfaction. I need to be better than you. I need to be bigger than you. I need to be the king of my castle, and you be the dirty rascal. And there's this call and this cry within us, and it's loud and it's blatant and it's in your face and it's ugly, that you need to be bigger than everybody else and be better than the rest. It's a call for ego satisfaction. Now, in the book of Ecclesiastes, which is the next book in the Bible, if you continue reading after Proverbs, Solomon wrote that too. And in the first chapter, the first 2 or 3 chapters, in fact, is his journey to find happiness. Happiness, try to find a place where there's joy, true joy. And he says to us, I started off by looking for immediate gratification. I try to find it in pleasure. I try to find it in fun. I try to find it in alcohol, in sex. I tried to find it by way of immediate gratification. I wanted it now. And he says, it was like chasing the wind. It lasted a very short while, the joy of finding it. I thought, man, when I got it, I thought I found it, but it didn't last very long. So you read in the passages in Ecclesiastes, his journey for ego satisfaction. He says, I'm going to be the best king ever. I'm going to have houses for everybody. I'm going to do such a great job. And all the kings around are going to say, man, Solomon, you are the man. No one rules like you. No one's got a kingdom like you. And he did that. And it satisfied him a little bit longer than immediate gratification. But that too, he says, was like chasing the wind. So there was a cry to work, a cry for success, a cry to do well, and to cry to have what he wanted. And he put it under the one word, what we would call success. And he was called by the voice of success. And boy, was he successful. Man, he had the best kingdom in the whole world at the time. He had a bank balance bigger than anybody else's. He would, by worldly comparisons, be considered to be highly successful. When he found success, he suddenly realized this too is like chasing the wind. I haven't found what I was looking for. And so we see how this cry of the other voices out there is so strong. The tragic thing is that sometimes it takes a tragedy for us to see the wonder of God's call amidst all the other voices. As we said yesterday, he doesn't shout at you. He's just a quiet whisper amongst all the storms of life, amidst all the earthquakes and the fire and the wind that we read about in the scripture, that picture. We just found God whispering to you, saying, "I didn't want to respond to my call. A call to follow me, a call to be like me, a call to obey me, a call to find purpose in me and in me alone." Maybe this today is a good day of contemplation for you. Won't you have a look at your own life and say, where do I find my satisfaction? Is it in winning? Is it in immediate gratification? Is it in becoming more successful than anybody else? If it is, let me blow your candle out. You're just chasing the wind. And the wind will be very quick to blow and snuff out the little candle of your life and all that you think that you can achieve, unless you find it in God. There is no storm, no wind, no tornado strong enough to blow out the beauty of God's flame and the fire of His life within you, if you can just find it, nurture it, protect it, and live according to it. Because this is what Scripture teaches us, is finding true fulfillment in Him. I really hope you find that. Have a good day. Bye.